This one's going to be kind of a special edition. It's not going to be dropped on a normal day because it's more of a Mythbuster and something that's been bugging me for about the past year now, and even longer than that. So, we all know we've been under pandemic conditions and COVID and all like that. This has nothing to do with anything that most people normally say about that. What this has to do with is hand washing. We have all been told we must wash our hands. Use warm water, wash our hands. The warm water kills the bacteria and virus and all like that. Wash your hands, which is true. We do need to wash our hands. We do need to take our time doing so. They say sing a song, however many seconds, whatever. Wash your hands. That's important. Use soap. That's important. Using warm water, not so much. The reason I say that is because the warm water does absolutely nothing to kill the bacteria and virus on your hands. In order to kill the bacteria and viruses that are on your hands, that water would have to be warm enough it's going to scald your hands and possibly strip your skin and even flesh. Let's be honest here. In order to sterilize things, they have to put them in something called an autoclave, which gets really, really hot. Or they use flame to sterilize things, or chemicals. I mean, there is chemical treatment, but mainly, like sterile equipment in a lab has been run through an autoclave, which basically gets hot enough it kills everything. That is not something you're going to be able to put your human skin through. It just doesn't happen. What the whole warm water with soap started with is back when soaps were a lot harder than they are now. You had to melt the soap a little bit or warm the soap up some to start getting a lather. That required warm water to make it a little bit easier to do. Much like, melting wax or melting a candle, you're not going to really do it this way because it's hard wax. It's going to take having to do with some heat to it. Soap was the same way. Now, if you're taking car polish wax, you can do this and it will just liquefy. Now we have liquid soaps. Our soaps that we buy, block soaps, are a lot softer. They're designed to suds up and do their job without so much heat. So you can wash your hands in cold water with soap, especially if you're using a liquid soap. Now, why is this important if it's not killing the bacteria? Even the soap is not killing the bacteria and viruses, or at least the majority of them. What happens is soap is a surfactant, which means that it makes things more slippery. And using running water and a surfactant, you're in effect rinsing the germs off your hands. You're rinsing the bacteria off, you're rinsing the viral cysts off. It is reducing the number of such things on your hands. It does not completely make them go away, but it reduces them. That is what is important. Making sure you wash your hands, making sure you use soap to do so, and get the bacteria and virus cysts off your hands. Now, if you're stuck out in the wild and you have a running water stream and you need to wash your hands as best as possible so you can safely work with food or whatever, and you don't have any soap, okay? So you get in there into the creek and you wash your hands with the running water from the creek, using a little bit of sand to help break things off or rough things around is not a bad idea. You can use a little bit of creek mud even to wash your hands in and then wash the creek mud off, because what that does is it knocks the bacteria off, knocks the viral cysts off. Not nearly as good as soap would do, but it helps. There again, the whole concept is to wash or rinse off the bacteria and the viruses. Not kill them, not sterilize your hands. The only way to sterilize your hands is going to be enough heat that your hands are going to scald off. You're not going to be able to use your hands in the first place. So there is a myth that's busted. The other thing that goes along with this is the use of antibacterial soaps, or even the antibacterial hand sanitizer. Do you hear what I'm saying in that word? Antibacterial, not antiviral. Now it does help some with viral properties. It does help break some viruses down. Anything that, you know, coats your hands and takes things off helps. But antibacterial is just that, antibacterial. It does kill virus, or it does kill bacteria, but not so much on viruses. Also, the antibacterial, or, you know, hand sanitizer still sits on your hands. So it doesn't really do a whole lot to rinse off or push off the virus or bacteria that's on your hands. It's better than nothing, don't get me wrong. And if you're worried about bacteria transfer, yeah, it does help a lot. One of the main ingredients is alcohol, and alcohol is known to kill most bacteria out there. It even does break down some viral cysts, but not the really tough ones, not the ones that we're really worried about. So there's a lot of, you know, do this, do that, do the other, keep yourself safe that's going on out there. But this is just one thing that has been bogus from the start. You cannot use hot enough water to kill the bacteria and viruses and wash your hands with. It's simply not done. The length of time using soap, yes, that's good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not wash your hands. What I'm saying is wash your hands, but you don't have to scald yourself doing so. And in fact, in situations where all you have is cold water, let's say outside with a garden hose, you can still wash your hands. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And who knows, there may be more videos like this soon. We'll see how that goes.